Hello students, today we are going to study one of the important part of our body. It's one of the complex organ of our body and it controls all activities of our body. That only you can say brain. So brain control all activities of our body. Do you know how the brain is protected? Brain is protected by the skull. See, skull contains there are 22 bones, total 22 bones. Among these 22 bones, 8 bones are called cranium and remaining 14 bones are called facial bones. So the cranium, the part of skull is used to protect brain. So brain is protected in the cranium of the skull. Next, brain is covered by, there are 3 membranes. That membranes are together called meninges. Outer dura mater, middle arachnoid matter, inner pia matter. Together you can say meninges. In between these meninges there is a fluid is present. That fluid is called CSF. It is cerebrospinal fluid. Now by the help of CSF and cranium of the skull, it protects our brain from injuries and shock. Now we can study, let us study about the structure and function of brain. Brain is divided into 3 parts, that is forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. First of all we can study about forebrain. Forebrain, it is the posterior part of the brain, and again this forebrain is divided into 3 parts, that is olfactory lobes, cerebrum and diencephalon. First of all, we can see what is olfactory lobes. It's lobes. By the name you can understand it is a lobes. It's a paired spherical shaped lobes. Completely it is hidden by this cerebrum. So that we cannot see because of the presence of cerebrum. So olfactory lobes. What we can see, what is the function of olfactory lobes? Olfactory lobes, it is used to control smell. Let us study the next part of the forebrain, that is cerebrum. Here you can see in the diagram, it's the largest part of the brain. Then because of this largest part, it is longitudinally divides into 2 parts, that you can see cerebral hemispheres. Through the cerebral hemispheres, there are some nerve tracts are passing. So these nerve tracts are passing through these cerebral hemispheres are called corpus callosum. Again, inside the cerebrum, there are different areas or different corners. These different areas are used to collect different messages from different sense organs. So whatever we do by different sense organs means 5 sense organs, all the information it has to go inside the cerebrum. So by it goes to cerebrum, then from the cerebrum we get the message what we have to do, how we have to respond according to the situation. So cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. Let us see what are the functions of this cerebrum. First you can understand it is the largest part and this is the thinking part of the brain. Whatever we do by thinking, that's controlled by cerebrum. Next you can understand the function. All the mental abilities like forgetting, remembering, learning, writing, reading, all these mental abilities are controlled by cerebrum. Next you can understand the emotional activities such as love, hatred, these all controlled by cerebrum. Next again all the voluntary activities are controlled by cerebrum. So this is one of the important part of the brain. Next we can understand one more, the part of the forebrain, that you can see diencephalon. Diencephalon contains, there are some endocrine glands like pituitary, thalamus, hypothalamus is present in diencephalon. What is the function of diencephalon? It controls sleep, hunger, thirst and body temperature. Next we can see the middle part of the brain, one of the small part of the brain, that only you can see midbrain. Midbrain, it connects forebrain to the hindbrain. There are some nerve passing through the midbrain forebrain to hindbrain. So this is one of the smallest parts. So this only you can see, this is the midbrain, and there is no sub other parts. Then it contain some 4 optic lobes. Midbrain contain 4 optic lobes. Next we can see the next part, it is called hindbrain. Hindbrain is the posterior part. So yeah, this part you can say the hindbrain. Again, hindbrain is divided into, there are 3 parts, that only pons, medulla, cerebellum. Now we can study what is pons. Pons is the floor of the brain, or you can say it is the brain stem, floor of the brain, and all the nerve it is passing from forebrain to the medulla through these pons. It is a connecting channel. It connects forebrain or cerebrum to cerebellum. So pons, the important function of these pons, it is a controlling center of respiration. Next we can study about cerebellum. Cerebellum is the part of, here you can see it is the part of hindbrain. And what is the function of cerebellum? You can say it control, it maintain the soft functioning, soft and smooth functioning of the body. It controls balance of the body, the posture, equilibrium, all related with cerebellum. You can observe some people's, drunkard peoples, they cannot walk properly. Their body movements are not stable. That it means that alcohol affects the cerebellum. It means they cannot walk, they cannot, their body movements are not stable. As well as what you write on the notebook, you write on the blackboard, and riding of the bicycle, riding of the bike, all these movements are controlled by this cerebellum. It responsible, these movements are responsible for this cerebellum. So posture, equilibrium is controlled cerebellum, and body movements are controlled the cerebellum. Next, the last part of the brain that you can see, medulla, that also one of the part of hindbrain. Medulla controls all reflex actions and all involuntary activities such as sneezing, coughing, cardiac center means breathing, heart function. These all controlled by this medulla. Medulla is one of the important part in the brain because it controls all the involuntary activities, cardiac function and breathing, what you eat, the food passing through the alimentary canal. All these involuntary activities are controlled by medulla. So all these parts present in the brain, by the help of all these parts, control different activities in our body. So that only you can say brain, it controls, it is the controlling center of our body. Okay, thank you.